Good morning, everyone, to this wonderful platform of career-oriented diploma course organized by the Department of English in collaboration with the IQAC of Sri Binzani City College. We are focusing upon writing skills in this career-oriented course, and we have had sessions on various writing skills, right from blog writing to resume writing, from business correspondence to creative writing. And to take it further, today we are going to focus upon graphics and writing by an architect, Dr. Rupal Deshpande. Let me first welcome her on behalf of my department, and I further take this on to introduce her. Dr. Rupal Deshpande is an architect planner, doctorate, and an academician. She's an associate professor at Srimati Manorama Bai Mundle College of Architecture, Nagpur. She has completed a B.Arch in 1999 from Priyadarshini College of Engineering, Masters in Environmental Planning from School of Planning and Architecture, New Delhi, and has been awarded PhD from VNIT Nagpur in 2017. Her title of her doctoral research was Investigating Privacy in Traditional and Modern Houses Through Spatial Analysis. She has 19 years of teaching experience and is an elected member of Architecture Board of Studies, Faculty of Science and Technology, RTM Nagpur University, Nagpur, and appointed as coordinator of the team for revamping of BArch syllabus in 2019. She is also the co-author of the book The Rural Studio, published by Council of Architecture, New Delhi. She has published several papers in national and international journals and has conducted workshops on history of architecture for students of architecture. She is associated with National Civil Defense Academy, Government of India as expert speaker for the subject of earthquake resistance design. So students, you all can understand what a dynamic personality we have amongst us today. She is going to focus on a very different topic, illustrations. And illustrations or graphical presentation of any text is what her focus is going to be. So it is very interesting, and the task that she has assigned to you is equally interesting. So stay connected with us on Google Classroom too. I, on behalf of Department of English and IQAC of Sri Binzani City College, welcome Dr. Rupal Deshpande to this platform and request her to take this further. Dr. Rupal Deshpande, please.
Yeah. Thank you, madam, for the introduction. And before we proceed with the presentation, I would like to thank the principal of the college, Dr. Maitre, and Dr. Pranjali Kane, head of IQSC and Department of English, the entire Department of English, for conducting this wonderful program. It's a very wide topic that have been covered, and thank you so much for making me part of this career-oriented course. And I am sure that the students would have got enlightened with the course. And today being the last day or the culmination day of the course, I hope that the topic that I would be focusing on fits into the entire coursework. And thank you so much. Pranjali ma'am, should I just start sharing my screen?
Yes, ma'am. And a very slight correction in this. Tomorrow is our last day with another resource person focusing on translation skills. So another interesting topic for the students.
Yes, yes. So thank you for that. Is the
Yes, this
screen
is,
visible?
yes, it is visible, ma'am.
Uh, is it the cover page of the
Yes, that's the cover
presentation?
page. We can see graphics and writing.
Yes. Okay. So I welcome all the students for this presentation. It's a very different topic that we are working on, where we are trying to understand what is the role of graphics in writing. And subconsciously we find that when we are reading a book or we are going through a magazine, the visuals that are there in the on the page along with the write-up somewhere has an impact on us. And today we are going to kind of highlight what impact that these graphics has on us, and how it could be integrated into writing. So, what are the different phases in which this particular tool, as a communication tool, that I would say, plays a role in a better communication. So, let me go to the contents of the presentation. So today, it is just a brief introduction or an outline, because graphics itself is an entire degree course, and it's difficult to talk about graphics in a small module of an hour. So it is just an attempt as to how graphics and writing, as the two different communication mediums, when they come together, what exactly happens to the readers or the observer or the spectator. So graphics as a medium of expression that we are saying. Then what are the different types of graphics? So it's a brief introduction to the different skills related to graphics. Then how integration of graphics and writing can take place. And finally, we would conclude, and there are a couple of assignments that have been designed. So let us proceed with this. I hope I'm clearly audible,
Yes, ma'am. Please take it over.
because in this offline online medium, it's little difficult to judge whether we are reaching out
If you
to
can,
the
maximize the volume that is there on your computer, if that can be done.
yeah. I think it's already done.
Yes, yes. Fine, ma'am. Please take this on.
So, before we proceed to what graphics is, a brief about what art forms are. And we have seen that there are different art forms. Writing is one of the art forms that could be nurtured, and you can have a lot of impact on the readers, uh, as writing being a very important art form, which has been developed. Then dancing, singing, you have painting, acting, and sculpting. So these are few of the art forms that I've just mentioned. Uh, the role of these art forms have been to enable the artist to express his emotion and to reach out to the audience. So that has been one of the basic intentions of art form. They have been used as a form of entertainment. They have been used as a form of education. They have been used as a form of developing oneself or inclining oneself towards a certain art form. But when we talk about these different art forms, so just imagine that a dancer is dancing on the stage, and there is absolutely no music, no sound, or no vocals that are available, and you're just watching a person dance. And then once you on the audio, or you on the music, you will find that the impact that the dancer wanted to uh, transmit to the audience is very, very impactful. So the point that I want to make here is that when you combine two different art forms, it has the receptibility of the audience increases, and the kind of enthusiasm that is there with the artist also magnifies. So it plays a dual role where you have two mediums coming together. It works wonders for the person who is performing and the person who is going to receive that performance. So similarly, when we find that writing as a skill, it when it integrates with different art forms like painting or graphic, it does have a very, very magnified impact on the readers. Uh, when we talk about graphics or drawing, in the simple language for graphics would be drawing. So we find that much before the language came into being, the history of language, when we compare it with history of graphics or drawings, the history of drawing is much, much older. It is very ancient in nature, and we find that it has been, it is inherent to a human being to draw or to make graphics. So graphics as a medium of expression was always used by people who were living in the caves or in the later period also. Now here you can see that there are three pictures. The one is from a cave painting. The other is also from a cave painting, and the third one are some certain symbols that were found on the walls of some building. So you will find that there are certain common things between them. One, that they are in a very basic line form. These sketches have been made. Secondly, there has been lot of studies, बहुत उस पे रिसर्च हो रहा है कि ये जो आर्ट फॉर्म्स है, whether they are really art forms or they are mediums of expression or a language for people to understand. So there is a lot of decoding that is being happening, where one is trying to understand, like the picture that you see on your left, whether it is actually meant to recreate, or as a recreation or as a piece of art, or whether it was some kind of code language that they wanted to denote. So it can be, talking about the that this is the place where the deers come and you can hunt. So it is a kind of symbol also. So graphics was used instead of language, because that time words and meaning given to the words or vocabulary was yet to develop. Secondly, graphics was also used in terms of mathematics. So there might be some form of calculations, there might be some form of records that the people in the ancient times would be keeping. And then in the third image that is there on your right, you will find that there is, it evolved from what you see in the picture in the center. It has evolved much more, and there you can find that it is kind of, generating some kind of codes, which maybe at that point of time, उस जमाने में शायद ये कोड सभी जानते होंगे, but now there is a lot of research by archaeologists to decode this, and what they exactly want to express has been done. So graphics has always been an integral part of human development also. Likewise, when you have when there are children in the house, you will find that scribbling, you will find that जिस भी घर में छोटे बच्चे हैं, एक हाइट वॉल की यूजुअली कलर रहती है, उसमें कुछ स्क्रिबलिंग किया रहता है, एंड it is a form of expression that the child is using. So ये जो this child might be just 1.5 year or 2 years old. Before he starts understanding words, meaning associated with words and vocabulary, or even before he starts uttering the words, maybe very basic words, before that he starts scribbling. So it is very it is within us, यानी ये हमारे अंदर है कि ग्राफिक्स निकालना या स्क्रिबल करना, या to use pen and page for some kind of expression of our emotions. I'm very sure जब आप लोग स्कूल में थे, अगर कोई क्लास आपको अच्छी नहीं लग रही है, तो यूजुअली नोटबुक के पीछे आप स्क्रिबल करना शुरू करते हैं, and those sometimes have meaning for you and sometimes they are absolutely meaningless. So just to divert your mind from maybe a very boredom class, you start scribbling. So scribbling is a form of expression, is a form of emotion that one is trying to bring forward. Now, when we talk about the phases of child development, हमें ये देखा है कि जो बच्चे बहुत ज़्यादा स्क्रिबलिंग करते हैं, कलर्स का यूज़ करते हैं, उनका मेंटल डेवलपमेंट बिकम्स फास्टर. वो बहुत, जैसे कोई हाइपर चाइल्ड है, so nowadays doctors say that give him color pencils, give him pen, let him draw wherever he wants to, because study से ये प्रूव हुआ है कि जो बच्चा 5 मिनट एक जगह बैठ नहीं सकता, वो for 1.5 hours he can be engaged by using this medium. So it is very important for the child for mental development. And in the later stage, when these kids grow, they use graphics as a self-expression. तो यहाँ मुझे ये कहना है कि you need not be a great artist, या फिर आपको बहुत फॉर्मल ट्रेनिंग की जरूरत नहीं होती है to get used to graphics as a medium of expression, and one can always start scribbling one can always start making, small line drawing, and one can develop their own character or the own, format of making graphics. So graphics can always be evolved. You can adopt to graphics at any phase of life, बिकॉज इट इज सो मच पार्ट ऑफ यू. आपके अंदर ही ये एक कला है जिसको आप कोई भी एज में आप उसको डेवलप कर सकते हैं. अगर फॉर्मल ट्रेनिंग लेते हैं तो वो उसका लेवल या उसका स्किल बहुत ज्यादा रहेगा. पर अगर फॉर्मल ट्रेनिंग भी नहीं लेते हैं, वन कैन ऑलवेज इन्वॉल्व ग्राफिक्स. sometimes it may not be very artistic, but definitely it can, express your emotions well. Okay, so before we proceed to how graphics and writing as a two mediums of communication when they come together, let us very briefly understand what are the types of graphics. So, Pranjali ma'am, I just want to know whether after every stage there can be question session, or should I continue and at the end we can have it?
Ma'am, you can continue. We'll have the question answers at the end. If students have any doubts, they can use the chat box and ask us.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are the different types of graphics? So graphics can, very broadly, it is a form of art. That is one thing. Now, when we talk about art form, it can be a 3D art form, जिसमें three dimensions रहते हैं. You can view that from all the sides, like for instance, sculpture है या installations है या रोड के बीचों बीच जो इंस्टॉलेशंस लगाए रहते हैं, दैट दोज आर यूजुअली 3D, एंड द आर्ट दैट इज अ टोटली सेपरेट आर्ट फॉर्म, एंड उसका एक फॉर्मल ट्रेनिंग भी अलग रहता है. when we talk about graphics, it is a visual art, and it is used on a 2D medium. That means maybe plain paper है या glass work है या metal work है, जिसमें टू डायमेंशन सामने से आप ये आर्ट फॉर्म अप्रिशिएट कर सकते हैं. सो दीज आर टू डायमेंशन आर्ट फॉर्म, एंड depending on where that art form or the medium on which that art form is created, वो मीडियम से उसका नाम भी यूज होता है. जैसे ग्लास आर्ट फॉर्म, वुड आर्ट, देयर इज वॉल आर्ट. Wall art was very common in during the Egyptian period, where जो जो राजा है और उसकी प्रजा है उसको वॉल पे डिपिक्ट करते थे. And if you talk about art form in on Indian temples, there are more in terms of sculpture. So the Indian temples can be termed as a 3D art form. But when we talk about wall art, it is usually on the surface of the wall. Then you have the mosaic art, जिसमें छोटे छोटे चिप्स साइज के या कलर स्टोन्स के चिप्स यूज करके that mosaic art. It is again a 2D art that is being done. And then you have metal art, which is more recent art form. It has evolved in the recent 150 years ago. तो हम ये आर्ट फॉर्म्स के बारे में नहीं बात कर रहे हैं. हम बात कर रहे हैं आर्ट फॉर्म्स जो पेपर पे बनेंगे, जो प्रिंट होंगे. Okay, so I have highlighted that using this square. I hope this is visible. Yeah. So we are talking about particularly about those art forms which could be integrated with writing. So उसमें there are three basic categories. The first one, which is there on the left of your screen, which is called as usually जिसमें pencil use होता है, that is caricature, doodling, line drawing, and sketching. Okay, we will talk about this in detail in the later slide. Then coming to the second type of art form that is done on paper. Those are painting, then figurative art, and rendering. Here there may be use of color or may not be use of color. But usually when we categorize it, you use brush, you might use different forms of inks for making this art form. Nowadays, there is this mandala art form which is getting very popular. So that will come under this particular art form. And then the third one, which is very very technological driven, because अभी computers जो आए हैं, नया technology है, उसकी वजह से ये जो art form है, like photography, digital art, and print art, जो कि advertisement या मीडिया, पब्लिशिंग मीडिया में बहुत ज़्यादा यूज होता है। एंड द थर्ड वन इज मल्टीपल आर्ट और मिक्स आर्ट, जिसमें अलग अलग आर्ट फॉर्म्स को इकट्ठा ला के मिक्सिंग करते हैं, एंड दीज आर यूजुअली डन कंप्यूटर्स पे होता है, सो दैट इज अगेन डिजिटल बट वेयर mixing of different art forms takes place. So I have just compiled all these art forms in the later slides. So we will just go through those. So the first one is caricature. The second one that you find is doodling. Then you have the line drawing and sketching. Now all of them, the one thing that is common, इसमें एक चीज है जो जो आप देखोगे, नोटिस करोगे कि ये पेंसिल से बने हुए हैं। और पेंसिल, ये जो टूल है या जो मीडियम है, उसको जिस तरीके से यूज करना है, उस तरीके से आप यूज करके इसके वंडरफुल ड्राइंग्स यू कैन मेक। तो कैरिकेचर जो हम बोलते हैं, कैरिकेचर इज यूजुअली किसी पॉपुलर व्यक्ति का कुछ जो फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस रहते हैं उसको हाईलाइट करना। सो यू विल फाइंड दैट जो पॉलिटिशियंस हैं उनके कैरिकेचर्स बहुत कॉमन मिलते हैं। यू विल फाइंड इट ऑन यूजुअली ऑन द न्यूज़पेपर, एंड दिस पर्टिकुलर caricature, as you all can recognize, is of Einstein, where unke baal were a very highlighting feature, and the mustache. So that is automatically been highlighted by the caricature drawing, and the one who makes it is called as a cartoonist. So cartoonists usually use this, it's a kind of an art form जिसमें expressions highlight किए जाते हैं, and pencil line stroke से ये expressions बनाए जाते हैं। The second one is doodling. Now, doodling is an art form, is a graphical representation, जिसमें ये बहुत बार ये खुद के लिए करते हैं। जैसे अगर यू हैव टू प्लान आउट समथिंग, तो आप स्केचेस बनाएंगे, कुछ लिखेंगे और कुछ उसमें फ्लो डायग्राम बनाएंगे। तो देयर द रोल ऑफ डूडलिंग प्लेस, जिसमें आपने ऑब्जर्व किया होगा इमेज में कि कुछ ग्राफिक्स है जिसमें एंड कुछ राइटअप है। सो डूडलिंग विल ऑलवेज कंबाइन alphabets and the images together, and it is usually for the mental mapping, खुद का आइडिया क्लियर करने के लिए डूडलिंग यूज करते हैं। then the third one, it's a very beautiful form of graphics, जिसको हम लाइन ड्राइंग बोलते हैं। अगर आप इसको ऑब्जर्व करोगे तो पेंसिल एक स्ट्रोक में जो आप यू यूज दैट पेंसिल इन अ सिंगल स्ट्रोक, और वो यूज करके आप विदाउट गोइंग इनटू डिटेल, बहुत आप उसमें फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन या आंखें भी नहीं बनाएंगे शायद, तो वेरी आउटलाइन आप बनाएंगे, बट इट इज इक्वली एक्सप्रेसिव। सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट forms of drawing that the artist can use to express. अगर आपने देखा होगा, I think Pranjali ma'am will remember, when we were young, दूरदर्शन पे गांधी जी का एक लाइन ड्राइंग बनता था, and it was so expressive
Absolutely,
कि
ma'am. I remember.
yeah, and it was such a strong medium कि दूसरे once you start drawing it, and even before you reach to complete the drawing, you can recognize that this is that particular person, or yeah, this is that particular object. So this is a very simple, and I think everybody can develop this line drawing technique. So it's not very difficult, and I will give you the easiest way of developing this technique. अगर आपको कोई लाइन ड्राइंग डेवलप करनी है या आपको ये स्किल डेवलप करना है, तो आई विल सजेस्ट दैट आप कोई भी लाइन ड्राइंग जो नेट पे अवेलेबल है, गूगल करके आप लाइन ड्राइंग का प्रिंट निकाल सकते हैं, एंड इफ यू हैव बॉन्ड पेपर विच हैज लेवल ऑफ ट्रांसपेरेंस, बहुत ट्रांसपेरेंट रहता है, वो या फिर ट्रांसपेरेंट शीट्स मिलते हैं, तो आप जो प्रिंटेड इमेज आपने निकाली है उसके ऊपर आप रख के अगर आप प्रैक्टिस करते हो, तो आई एम श्योर दैट दिस टेक्निक everybody can use it because it is very simple and very expressive. The last one is sketching. उसके लिए एक लेवल का एक स्किल लगता है, where you have to develop a certain observation, एंड उसके ये स्टेज में पहुंचने के लिए बहुत ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस लगती है। सो sketching is one of the culmination of pencil art form, and स्केचिंग में आप मसल के डिटेल तक जा सकते हैं, जैसे इसमें आपने देखा ये सिम्बा कैरेक्टर है, तो ये कैरेक्टर को आप इमीडिएटली आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हो। पर स्केचिंग बहुत एंगेजिंग ग्राफिकल फॉर्म है, इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम आपको डेडिकेट करना पड़ता है। So this is about how pencil. Now you can use a single color pencil, you can use multiple color pencil, but usually pencil से ही art form develop होते हैं. The second category that we have just seen is painting, figurative art, and rendering. Now, painting, all of you know, everybody, sometime in their life, they have either been forced to make a painting, or they have, voluntarily made paintings. But paintings is a wonderful medium, and it uses colors, it uses expressions, and आप आपने देखा होगा कि प्रिंट मीडिया में पेंटिंग या ओरिजिनल पेंटिंग बहुत ज्यादा रोल प्ले करता है। सेकेंड इज द फिगरेटिव आर्ट, जैसे मैंने बोला कि मंडला का जो पॉपुलैरिटी अभी है, तो इट इज अ टाइप ऑफ फिगरेटिव आर्ट जिसमें every minute detail of that particular figure is being made. So आप देखोगे कि ornaments, expressions, even the hairstyle is very very indicative. It is depicted as though the performer is sitting in front. So figurative art is an important art form that is developed. The third one is called as rendering. और ये जो रेंडरिंग है ये मोस्टली आर्किटेक्ट्स या इंटीरियर डिजाइनर्स यूज करते हैं बिफोर दे स्टार्ट कंस्ट्रक्टिंग द बिल्डिंग. This is the rendering. Nowadays we have the most technological advanced software जिसमें रेंडरिंग करते हैं, पर हैंड रेंडरिंग ये बहुत प्राचीन कला है जिसमें इंटीरियर या आर्किटेक्चर या एनी फॉर्म ऑफ स्टिल आर्ट को डेवलप किया जाता है. इसमें कलर्स यूज हो सकते हैं, समटाइम्स इट कैन बी मोनोक्रोम, एक सिंगल कलर में भी ये बनाए जा सकते हैं, पर it is whatever is there in the mind of that artist or that architect, it is usually brought on paper and then it is discussed with the client before it is finalized. So rendering is more of a professional kind of an art which has been used. But I thought it is important for me to let you know what rendering is. Now coming to the more recent, you are a young generation to whom I am talking, and आप शायद इससे ज़्यादा एसोसिएट करोगे अपने आप को, क्योंकि ये आर्ट फॉर्म्स हैव बीन डेवलप्ड इन द रीसेंट पास्ट. ये 100 साल पहले डेवलप होना शुरू हुए और आप देखोगे कि पिछले 10-15 सालों में ये आर्ट फॉर्म बहुत ज़्यादा डेवलप हुए हैं. सो फोटोग्राफी अमंग्स देम, ये जो डिजिटल आर्ट फॉर्म है इसमें फोटोग्राफी इज द ओल्डेस्ट. शायद आप लोगों को पता है या आपने देखा या सुना होगा कि जो फोटोग्राफी जो पहले एक 15 साल पहले या 20 साल पहले जो फोटोग्राफी होती थी उसमें एक नेगेटिव या रोल इंसर्ट करते थे एंड यूज टू क्लिक फोटोग्राफ, और वो डेवलप करने हम लैब जाते थे. तो देयर यूज्ड टू बी अ डार्क रूम जहाँ पे फोटोग्राफ डेवलप होते थे. So that art was that existed, but because of the digital cameras that you get, photography as an art form बहुत ज़्यादा develop हुआ है. You will find that even young people are getting into this art form जिसमें वो वाइल्ड लाइफ फोटोग्राफी या नेचर फोटोग्राफी में बहुत इंटरेस्ट लेते हैं. So this is a new art, and all of us can develop this art form, and all of us have a vision to look at photographs. Then the second that you find is a digital art. Digital art, आप देखोगे कि it will magnify the message. तो ये digital art जो है ये advertisement में बहुत ज़्यादा यूज होता है, and इसमें they use certain techniques. There are many software जो digital art में यूज होते हैं, and it has a very strong impact on large spectrum of audience. So एक छोटे बच्चे से लेके बुजुर्ग तक ये आर्ट फॉर्म का इम्पैक्ट होता है. एंड द थर्ड वन दैट यू सी ऑन द स्क्रीन इज द मिक्स्ड मीडिया, जिसमें आप ऑब्जर्व करोगे कि एक फिगर भी है जिसमें म्यूजिकल नोट्स भी है और जिसमें अल्फाबेट भी लिखे हैं. तो the artist what he has or she has done is that they have tried to combine different art forms together. तो जिसमें आप देखोगे कि कलर्स भी यूज हुए हैं, प्राइमरी कलर्स जैसे ब्लू, येलो एंड रेड कलर यूज हुआ है विथ वाइट बैकग्राउंड एंड वो हाईलाइट करने के लिए ब्लैक हैज बीन यूज्ड इन अ वेरी स्ट्रेटेजिक वे. एंड आप ये भी ऑब्जर्व करोगे कि ज्योमेट्रिकल फॉर्म्स भी अलग अलग है, स्क्वायर्स भी है, सर्कल्स भी है. तो इसमें जो ऑल आर्ट फॉर्म्स के मिक्सिंग हुआ है एंड दैट मिक्सिंग हैज बीन इस तरीके से हुआ है कि वो कुछ मैसेज ऑडियंस तक पहुंचा रहा है. सो दिस इज अ मिक्स्ड मीडिया. This is also a very strong media which is used nowadays for as a form of expression. तो जो बैनर्स बनते हैं या फिर एडवर्टीजमेंट्स है, तो ये मिक्स्ड मीडिया, दिस इज अ स्टिल मीडिया that is being developed. Now, when I was talking to you about different art forms like जैसे डांस है, ड्रामा है, म्यूजिक है, तो ये जो आर्ट फॉर्म्स है इनको हम डायनामिक आर्ट फॉर्म बोलते हैं. जिसका मतलब है कि ये परफॉर्मर परफॉर्म करता है और जब उनका परफॉर्मेंस बंद हो जाता है ये आर्ट फॉर्म gets vanished and it does not exist. So when a dancer dances on the stage and when her dance is completed and she leaves the stage, the art form also leaves along with her. But ये जो आर्ट फॉर्म्स है, ग्राफिकल आर्ट फॉर्म्स है, ये आर्टिस्ट ने बनाने के बाद 100 साल, 200 साल, या हमने देखे कि केव पेंटिंग हजारों साल के बाद भी आर्ट फॉर्म एग्जिस्ट करता है. So they are called as the static art form. Okay, but nowadays we have, we can record a dance, we can record music, we can record a song. So these art form, जो डायनामिक आर्ट फॉर्म्स है, वो रिकॉर्ड फॉर्म में हम हमारे पास आज अवेलेबल है. पर ये जो आर्ट फॉर्म्स है जो एक बार प्रिंट होते हैं, so that remains for depending on what medium that is been printed. So what I want to convey here is that this is a very strong medium and it is going to stay much longer. जैसे आपने देखा है कि writing is equally a form which is going to exist for a long period of time. Even if the author is there or he is not there, the writing or the quotes will remain for a very long time. So similarly, even this art form of graphics is going to continue to live for a long time. So इसीलिए हम देखते हैं कि ये केव पेंटिंग्स है या मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट्स है या कुछ सिंबल्स या जो एंशियंट लोगों ने जो लिखा हुआ है उसको आज आज भी हम लोग स्टडी करते हैं. तो वैसे ही जो आज बनेगा मे बी शायद 200 साल बाद, 300 साल बाद उसका इंटरप्रिटेशन हमारी आगे वाले जनरेशन करेंगे. So this art form has to be very logically used and mixed together. Okay. So by this basic introduction of types of art form, I'll proceed to how these different two different mediums. So writing, जिसके बारे में आपने देखा है कि different writing forms रहते हैं, जिस पे मैं बात नहीं करूंगी because आपका जो course work है which is already focused on writing, I will only focus on the second word, that is graphics. So ये दो चीजें जैसे राइटिंग एंड ग्राफिक्स, हाउ दे कैन बी मर्ज टुगेदर. सो देयर मैं एक छोटा सा आपको एक आई जस्ट रन थ्रू इट टू शो दैट हाउ दीज टू मीडियम्स are playing a role and how they differ with their roles also. तो इसमें आप देखोगे कि बहुत ज्यादा emphasis is on graphics. तो जिसमें आप देखोगे कि आपका ध्यान सबसे पहले वो इमेज पे जाता है, वो विजुअल्स पे जाता है एंड देन आप क्या लिखा है वो रीड करते हो. So that means here the artist wanted that the people should observe the image first and then after observing the image then he or she should read about the image so that the meaning becomes complete. तो इसमें ग्राफिक्स पे बहुत एम्फोसिस है एंड मिनिमम राइटिंग है. तो जिसमें आप देखोगे कि जो सेंटर वाला इमेज है उसमें राइटअप इज ओनली ऑन द द पर्सन. So just to denote what the meaning that artists want to convey. And this particular artist, Satish Acharya, is today he's one of the most leading young cartoonists of India, and he has contributed a lot to this kind of development of this kind of art form for the current for the young generation. Okay, so जैसे third image आप देखोगे, which is there on your right, you will find that and usually there is some kind of comic idea, some hilarious activity is being expressed. So this medium wants to send a strong message, but at the same time, it will lighten the tone of that message. Okay, so coming to the next one, this is a very very popular ad of Amul. और अगर आप देखोगे कि अमूल बटर जब से दे स्टार्टेड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग अमूल बटर और ये रैपर्स बना है, ये जो कैरेक्टर है दिस गर्ल हैज रिमेन्ड कॉमन. तो जो 1960s में जो ग्राफिक्स बने थे यूजिंग द सेम इमेज ऑफ दिस लिटिल गर्ल, दैट हैज कंटिन्यूड इवन टुडे. और आप देखोगे कि यूजुअली न्यूज़पेपर के एक कोने में ये ग्राफिक्स रहता है और न्यूज़पेपर के हेडलाइन से रिलेटेड ये ग्राफिक्स is being designed. So every day, these graphics, like a news journalist or reporter who creates, who writes or composes the write-up for the news. Similarly, इसका भी एक composition रहता है. And Times of India has been very popular for developing this kind of art form. We'll go to it later. So what I want to convey here is that very minimum graphics, very minimum write-up, and the current status or the current news has been expressed by this form of graphics, and usually they are called as cartoonists. The one who does it is called as cartoonist, and this is a form of caricature, you can say. Now, I think all of you would be familiar with this name, R.K. Lakshman, and I, purposefully have started with Satish Acharya because your generation might be able to relate to the cartoons that I have shown earlier, but the entire trend of using caricatures or using cartoons on the newspaper was pioneered in India by R.K. Lakshman, and he was very, very popular. And he used to, with minimum writing, like आप ये तीनों भी images अगर आप observe करोगे तो first image में आप देखोगे कि सिर्फ conference room लिखा है, वो भी complete नहीं लिखा है. So it you need not write the entire, one can read it. So while you're using or observing this, it is said that the mind, the left side of your brain gets activated, and you can start finding out deeper meaning. And everybody, every individual who sees this image can make his own interpretation. वो आप खुद आपके एक interpretation develop कर सकते हैं. जैसे second image, top image आप देखोगे कि एक airport का scene है, and maybe the politician is been welcomed. So nothing has been written, only international is written. That too as a part of the on the aeroplane or on the on the background it has been mentioned, but it creates a context for the readers. Okay, so coming to the next development of how graphics and writing could come together. इसमें आप देखोगे कि graphics या फिर जो written matter है और जो visuals है या images है या drawings है, वो equally important है. तो अगर आप just imagine कि आपने ये जितने भी write-up है अगर आप निकाल देते हो और सिर्फ इमेजेस रखते हो तो शायद ये स्टोरी कन्वे नहीं कर पाएगा, या फिर आपको आप अपना खुद का स्टोरी डेवलप कर सकते हैं. But here, when the artist wanted to convey a certain story or the author wanted to convey a certain story, so write-up and graphics, you will find that play an equally important role in this. Now coming to the third form, where you will find that usually on an article or a story book, एक certain image रहता है and the entire story is there, which means that now the entire focus, आपका ध्यान राइटिंग की तरफ जाता है, और आप वो 6 पन्ने का स्टोरी होगा, 2 पन्ने का स्टोरी होगा, पर उसमें एक छोटा सा कहीं एक स्केच होगा, मे बी जो आप शायद जब पढ़ रहे हैं तो आप पॉज करोगे, वो देखोगे, एंड यू विल स्टार्ट मेकिंग इमेजेस, आप खुद अपने लिए कुछ इमेज बनाओगे, और जैसे जैसे ये स्टोरी आगे बढ़ती है तो आपको ध्यान आएगा कि आपके ब्रेन में ही these images become dynamic, यानी ऐसे लगता है कि ये एक्चुअली ये इमेजेस आपकी आंखों के सामने जैसे आप पढ़ रहे हैं ये इमेजेस डेवलप हो रहे हैं. So this is called as where the emphasis is on writing, पर ग्राफिक्स का कुछ सपोर्ट है, सो दैट एक कॉन्टेक्स्ट या फिर किस चीज या किस जमाने के बारे में बात हो रही है, किसके बारे में बात हो रही है, उसका एक इमेज जो रीडर को एक्सप्रेस किया जाता है. One of the well-known artists of the current generation is Devdutt Patnaik, who is known as an illustrator. So basically, he is known for making graphics. I have sent one link of the video where this particular artist Devdutt Patnaik is actually creating and the image of Saraswati. So you will find that in that particular video, how quickly he makes that images, and then the story is written. So where you find that writing is important, क्या लिखा है वो बहुत important है, पर equally engaging graphics है, तो आप उसको इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते, वो इतना impactful है ये उनके books that you tend to spend time, आपका ध्यान ऑटोमेटिकली वो जो विजुअल्स है या ड्राइंग है उसमें ऑटोमेटिकली जाता है, एंड आप उसको ध्यान से समझने की कोशिश भी करते हो. सो राइटिंग इज देयर एंड द ग्राफिक्स बिकम इक्वली एंगेजिंग. So this is how the two mediums come together. उसका अलग अलग रेशो में वो इकट्ठा आते हैं. जैसे ये जो लास्ट स्लाइड है इसमें आप देखोगे कि देर आर बुक्स विच आर कॉल्ड एज वर्डलेस बुक्स. देर इज उसमें कुछ भी नहीं लिखा है, देर इज नो वर्ड दैट इज बिन रिटन, बट there is a story that the image is trying to speak. So now here the graphics plays a very important role and it actually speaks to the reader. So आप देखोगे कि usually young बच्चों के लिए, छोटे बच्चों के लिए this kind of books are published, and it is always good to tell the small kids that instead of saying read the book, uh, one should start saying कि किताब देखो, because reading again will engage some kind of activity, पर देखना है और समझना है, ये डेवलपमेंट अर्ली स्टेज में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रहता है. So you will find that good books which are फोकस्ड ऑन किड्स या बच्चों से रिलेटेड जो बुक्स है उसमें ये ग्राफिक्स का रोल बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, एंड ये स्टेज में उनकी रीडिंग हैबिट्स भी डेवलप करने में ये मदद करता है. सो ग्राफिक्स विल स्पीक टू द चाइल्ड, एंड एवरी चाइल्ड विल have his with his own ability will interpret the story. तो हर स्टोरी हर बच्चे के हिसाब से वो मोल्ड होती रहेगी, इसीलिए इट विल स्पीक पर्सनली टू द चाइल्ड. Okay. Now, let me just sum up this particular part of the presentation, where we have seen that how the role of graphics, is very important in advertisement, brochures, flyers जो बनते हैं for an event, या फिर posters बनते हैं, या sometimes you have to make an academic presentation, और आपको शायद आपके टीचर बोलते हैं कि बहुत राइट अप मत रखो, कुछ images भी यूज करो या फिर रीड मत करो. So for academic presentations, it is very important that how you design your slide. So even that is a part of graphics. Even how you make a layout of the slide, आप कौन सा font यूज करते हैं, color scheme आप क्या यूज करना चाहते हैं. बहुत सारे सॉफ्टवेयर में रेडीमेड डिजाइन मिलते हैं फॉर प्रेजेंटेशन, और आप आपका खुद का भी डेवलप कर सकते हैं कि पेज नंबर या फिर स्लाइड नंबर कहाँ लिखना है. सो एकेडमिक प्रेजेंटेशन, if sometimes later I would love to discuss with you on how academic presentations could be made and how it can be very, very impactful. Then website design nowadays, every small scale से लेके बहुत बड़ी companies, they want to make their websites, and even artists wants to make their website. Everybody wants to feel that they should have some space on the internet. So website designing में भी graphics का बहुत important role है, पर यहाँ पे write up and graphics play together. So that is why that inverted triangle that I have made to show that from advertisements and graduating towards a book. बुक में आते तक ग्राफिक्स में ग्राफिक्स का रोल मिनिमाइज होता है. इट इज देयर बट इट गेट्स मिनिमाइज एंड राइट अप ज्यादा होता है. सो दिस इज द रेंज दैट आई वांट टू टेल यू दैट इट वन कैन यूज ग्राफिक्स and at different stages one can develop the graphical skills or drawing skills. Now coming to the next part of the presentation is the integration of graphics with writing. Now how uh, we all know that now the thing has been established that it plays a role, and writing and graphics when coupled together has its own power of expression. For we use or as a student of of different fields, maybe from science, art, commerce, या फिर medical sciences, how everybody can use this graphics as a technique for development of writing. So तीन levels में graphics का role play करता है या drawing का role play करता है. जैसे because this course is focused on writing skills, that is why I have used this term writing. So there is every author who wants to write undergo these three phases. एक first phase रहता है pre writing stage, जिसमें let us assume that we are writing a story. uh, uh, Maybe we want to make an animation of that story, और हम एक कैरेक्टर के बारे में सोचते हैं या इवेंट के बारे में सोचते हैं. सो दैट इज द प्री राइटिंग स्टेज, जिसमें हम अलग अलग कैरेक्टर्स को इकट्ठा लाने की कोशिश करते हैं, या फिर उनका बैकग्राउंड क्या है, उनका कॉन्टेक्स्ट क्या है, वेदर दे आर small kids, whether they are grown up, or whether they are elderly people. So there is a pre-writing stage for every story or everything that you write. And then after the pre-writing stage, that is usually this is a mental stage, जहाँ पे the writer or the author tries to compose things mentally. So that is the pre-writing stage. Then comes the writing stage where he or she, the author, sits and starts writing. Maybe you will find that authors who are, जो आजकल term use होता है, pro, who are very professional or pro, will start writing the story in a certain order or sequence. So एक बार वो बैठेंगे तो वो complete, because their mind is so clear about the story and about whatever they are writing, so they will try and draft that at one go. But there are many amateur artists or writers who are struggling to write. So they, you will find that they will write in bits and pieces. वो कुछ लिखेंगे, फिर maybe story का end लिखेंगे या बीच का लिखेंगे. So there is again everybody has their own phases of writing or own style of writing. So there is how graphics can play an important role at writing stage, and there is something called as post writing stage. Once the writing is done, now you have to create an image for your entire book or your magazine that you want. So that is usually comes under the post writing stage. Pranjali ma'am, I hope I am able to communicate well.
Yes, ma'am, it is a wonderful presentation. I'm waiting for more.
Okay, thank you so much. So let us come to the first phase of writing, and usually हम देखते हैं या normally जैसे है ना, because I don't know about the people how they write in who are from English literature background, but जिनका English literature या literature background नहीं है, पर जिनको लिखना है, तो you will find कि उनको बहुत obstacles रहते हैं. They are unable to write because उनको लगता है कि ये it is a skill जो कि बहुत it comes with a very hardship. But if you use certain techniques, that skill can always be nurtured. So ये pre-writing stage, I will term this as a big obstacle stage. सबसे बड़ा break रहता है ये, जिसमें आपको if once you cross that, you might start writing well in the second phase. तो pre-writing stage में जो मैंने आपको टेक्निक्स बताई है, जैसे डूडलिंग, स्केचिंग एंड लाइन ड्राइंग, विल प्ले अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल, क्योंकि ये जो राइटर है वो अपने खुद के लिए लिख रहा है, तो क्लियर हिज माइंड कि अच्छा ये कैरेक्टर है। जैसे आप देखोगी लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में जो इमेज है, तो उसमें सेंटर में लिखा है कि आइडिया, तो उसको कुछ, जो राइटर है उसको कुछ आइडिया आया है, एंड वो आइडिया अगर वो लिखने बैठता है एज अ स्टोरी, तो शायद वो आइडिया ना कहीं वैनिश हो जाएगा, या फिर उसके जो आइडिया से रिलेटेड जो चीजें हैं, या फिर जो कुछ दिमाग में आया है, वो शायद लिखने तक या पेन पेंसिल ढूंढने तक या टाइप करने तक वो वैनिश हो जाएगा। इट इज सेड दैट यूजुअली एनी न्यू आइडिया that a person gets is retained for 5 minutes. So first 5 minutes, if you have anything in your hand, just scribble on that. Because ये पहले 3 से 5 मिनट वो आइडिया का बोलते हैं इंक्यूबेशन होता है, और अगर वो टाइम में आपने नहीं लिखा, जैसे आपको या सुबह या ड्राइव करते समय कुछ आइडिया आया, और जहाँ पे भी आप पहुंच गए, एंड इफ यू हैव आपके गाड़ी में कुछ स्क्रिबल करने के लिए है और आपने स्क्रिबल कर दिया, तो समझिए कि ये आपके साथ रहेगा। पर अगर आप सोचोगे कि हाँ दोपहर में मैं इसको लंच टाइम में मैं लिखूंगी, तो दैट आइडिया इज वैनिश। मे बी यू विल गेट सम ग्लिम्पसेस, कुछ 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 याद रहेगा, पर जो क्लैरिटी, जो आइडिया स्ट्राइक हुई थी आपको, वो आइडिया एक टाइम ड्यूरेशन के बाद वैसे काम नहीं करेगी। So usually you will find that the authors, good artists, architects, they will always carry a small, pocket size sketchbook और एक पेन या पेंसिल यूज करेंगे, एंड यूजुअली यू विल फाइंड वो जो ग्राफिकल पेन्स मिलते हैं, वेरी 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 गुड इन क्वालिटी। तो आप उसको अगर यूज करते हैं, एंड इफ यू जस्ट स्क्रिबल इट, वो आप खुद के लिए, वो किसी को दिखाना नहीं है, you just have to store your, you have to shelf your idea, तो उसके लिए ये यूज होता है, एंड इट इज वेरी गुड पार्ट ऑफ प्री राइटिंग स्टेज। क्योंकि जो आर्टिस्ट रहता है या जो राइटर रहता है, वो मे बी 24/7 वो एक दैट स्टोरी में वो इज ऑलरेडी पार्ट ऑफ दैट स्टोरी। So that time these doodling, sketching and line drawing, अगर आप डेवलप करते हैं ये स्किल, ये बहुत ज़्यादा आपके काम आएंगे, क्योंकि जब आप लिखने बैठोगे, मे बी आफ्टर 2 days और ऑन अ वीकेंड, तब ये आप इमेज अगर आपके सामने लाते हैं, तो जो फर्स्ट ऑब्स्टेकल है राइटिंग का, वो शायद यू विल बी एबल टू कवर अप। तो लेफ्ट साइड में एक जनरल आइडिया है, उसमें कुछ भी नहीं लिखा है, बट ये सिर्फ वो आर्टिस्ट को पता है कि what he wants to write or what he wants to express, so nobody else will understand what it is, because वो इतना abstract है। Similarly, on the right image that you see, it is called as doodling, जो मैंने आपको इमेज दिखाई है, जिसमें ना कुछ राइटर भी हैं, तो शायद ये जो ऑथर है या जो आर्टिस्ट है, he is just trying to make quick notes along with certain images, so that वो context भी वो ध्यान में रख सके, जब जब भी वो ड्राइंग या फिर जब भी वो लिखने बैठेंगे, तो उनको कॉन्टेक्स्ट भी याद रहेगा, और कॉन्टेक्स्ट के साथ जो कीवर्ड उन्होंने लिखे हैं, वो भी शायद वो they could recollect that once they start working on their sit together to work on their story or their write-up. Okay, so what I want to convey here is that doodling, sketching, line drawing are a very efficient tool for the beginners, and it is an entry point to thinking and planning that is required in writing. Writing, maybe for a pro, it might be a matter of 3 days or 4 days sitting together and लिख के खत्म हो गया, but for new people who are getting into this field of writing, उनके लिए शायद it will take a very long time. So every time जब जब वो राइटर अपने राइटिंग से विड्रॉ होता है, यू विल फाइंड कि वापस उसको जब वो पिकअप करना है, तो ही विल ऑलवेज फाइंड दैट देयर इज एन ऑब्स्टेकल mentally. There are certain blockages, and that could be removed by this particular technique of sketching, doodling, or line drawing. Okay, now coming to the how the graphics plays a role in at the writing stage, you will find that the author is very clear about what he wants to convey, and he has very beautifully narrated the story also in using his vocabulary. But at the same time, वो राइटर को लगता है कि कुछ ग्राफिक्स होना चाहिए, सो दैट जो वो लिखना चाहते हैं, जो वो कन्वे करना चाहते हैं, वो वैसे के वैसे रीडर्स को कन्वे हो. सो यू विल फाइंड दैट राइटिंग स्टेज में ग्राफिक्स इंटीग्रेट होता है. देयर इज अनदर वीडियो दैट आई विल बी पोस्टिंग, जिसमें आप देखोगे कि एक आर्टिस्ट है जो अपना राइटिंग होने के बाद, जो भी राइटअप है उसके बाद, he gives it to a graphic designer, he reads that, and he starts making a graphics. So sometimes author खुद करते हैं very sketchy, या sometimes they will hire a graphic designer to make an appropriate sketch, and then they will have एक दूसरे के साथ शायद 2-3 बार वो बैठेंगे, रिवाइज करेंगे, एंड देन दे विल कम टू द मोस्ट अप्रोप्रिएट ग्राफिक्स for the write-up that the author has done. So इसमें you will find that there are multiple graphic types that are used. Painting है, figurative art, photography is very very popular these days. Digital and print art again in the recent 10 साल में ये बहुत develop हुआ है. Then mixed media and multiple media भी use होता है. And if I would say that if the author himself starts browsing या इंटरनेट पे वो देखते हैं, you will find that even they can develop this particular digital art or print art, so that whatever he wants to convey to the readers becomes more impactful. Otherwise one can hire, and the professional who do it, they are they are one of the very well paid professionals who use these mediums of graphics for expression. So here the context is established by the writing. So पढ़ने के बाद हमको story पता चलती है, but the graphics will make the reader engage. Now, when I will conclude this entire session, I have bifurcated the conclusion into 2 parts. So that time I will again, come back to this particular slide, and I'll refer this slide. कि how रिलक्टेंट रीडर्स, जिनको पढ़ना पसंद नहीं है, वो शायद ग्राफिक्स देख के पढ़ने की इच्छा उनको होगी. So how that plays a role, and how it is important, that we will see. Okay, and the last is post writing. It is usually the cover page. या फिर जैसे आजकल जो वीडियोस बनते हैं उसको जो थंबनेल बोलते हैं हम, क्योंकि थंबनेल देख के हम डिसाइड करते हैं वेदर वो वीडियो देखना है या नहीं देखना है. तो वैसे ही थंबनेल का रोल प्ले करता है द कवर पेज. एंड nowadays, because we are using social media to promote our work, but in the older days when there was no social media, cover page played a very very important role, because cover page का डिजाइन से बहुत बार रीडर्स डिसाइड करते हैं वेदर टू पिक अप दिस बुक फ्रॉम द शेल्फ. तो ये जो उसका डिजाइन है या ग्राफिक्स है बहुत स्ट्रांग होना जरूरी है. तो इसका क्या रोल है? इट समराइजेस द एंटायर राइटअप. जो भी वो बुक में या मैगजीन में या आर्टिकल में है उसको एक समरी देता है ये ग्राफिक्स. और इसमें आप देखोगे कि यूजुअली वेरी सिंपल ग्राफिक्स आर यूज, बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड ग्राफिक्स नहीं होते हैं, वेरी मीनिंगफुल ग्राफिक्स आर यूज. और एक वो एज ओपन करते हैं सो दैट द रीडर स्टार्ट थिंकिंग. तो बहुत इंडिकेटिव नहीं रहता है, थोड़ा सा एब्स्ट्रैक्ट रहता है, जिसमें आप देख के शायद आपको लगेगा कि व्हाट ऑल क्यूरियोसिटी आप वो एरोज करता है, एंड इट अट्रैक्ट्स द रीडर. So you will find that whenever you go to a book stall, you will find that जो books जिस तरीके से stack होते हैं, तो जो edge रहता है book का binding, even that binding का जो graphics रहता है, that is very important because that is the first point where the reader will pick that book for reading. So before the cover page also बहुत ही माइन्यूट पार्ट है वो बुक का, दैट इज द एज ऑफ द बुक, दैट मीन्स ये अगर बुक है तो इसका एक जो एज है, वो एज भी डिजाइन करना एक इज एन इम्पोर्टेंट आर्ट, एंड देर आर आर्ट ग्राफिकल डिजाइनर्स हु डू इट वेरी वेल. सो it summarizes the writer, and it attracts the readers to catch the book. Now इसमें आप देखोगे कि दो अलग अलग है, एक नॉवेल है, एक दूसरा मैगजीन कवर है, बट दोनों में what the author wants to or whatever is written is summarized. तो इसमें आप देखोगे कि you know magazine में it is actually talking about how there is a recession that is happening. So whoever is inclined towards understanding recession या फिर economics से related है, so they will automatically catch up this magazine because they know that this is what they are going to read. And on the other hand, that is a cover page of a novel, and which is very very abstract yet very indicative. So that is what I was telling. This is one of the book जिसमें आप देखोगे कि edge है, कुछ write up है, and even there are this color scheme that is being used. So when once it is stacked with other set of books, you will find कि ये जो edge है इसको बहुत the authors or the book designer or publisher will always give a very much importance to even designing a small rectangle that is seen or viewed in on the shelf. Okay, so this brings me to the conclusion of the entire presentation, and as I mentioned, I've concluded at two different levels. One is at author level, and the other is at the reader's level, where you find that to conclude how graphics enhances the creativity, because जैसे मैंने बोला कि शायद कुछ इमेज देख के लिखने की भी इच्छा हो सकती है. सो someone might get good creative ideas of writing by just looking at the image. और जो assignments हम देने वाले हैं, so शायद it will help you, to trigger your creativity. So graphics plays an important role in the writing stage. It triggers the creativity of the writer. And the second thing that we have seen is that one can create an entire outline and make a clear picture in the mind by making the graphics before one starts writing. It is also an entry point because at different levels of writing, there are different obstacles that one faces, and everybody has their own unique obstacles. सबके अलग-अलग restrictions होते हैं, तो everybody can devise their own way. अपनी खुद की मेथड डेवलप कर सकते हैं, सो दैट एक नए एंट्री पॉइंट्स आप ग्राफिक्स यूज करके आपके राइटिंग के एंट्री पॉइंट्स आप क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. एंड लास्टली इट हेल्प्स टू अ वेरी large extent to remove the obstacles of writing or overcome the obstacles of writing. This is related to the one who is engaging with the writing skill. On the other hand, because the writing has to be, communicated to the reader. So there are this set of readers who will read whatever you have written. So for them, graphic plays very important role because you will find that there are reluctant readers who don't want to read. You usually will find that young kids, they are not very fond of reading, but if they are given good graphical books, they might develop the idea. Secondly, for the readers, more than the words, more than what they have read, they will also carry the image that is there. So it may be a cover page image, or it might be the image that is there, the one I was referring to in the previous slide that I told that I'll come back to it. So you will find that in the novel, there is this girl who was standing with the laboratory behind, and the title of the story was The Laboratory. तो उसमें आप देखोगे कि वो that image of that girl will retain in the reader's mind for a longer time. And then graphics plays a very important role in setting the context. तो किस background में ये story है या writing लिखा है उसका it conveys through graphics, and then it can create certain deeper meanings for the reader. So both readers and writers can get benefited by using graphics or integrating graphics and writing. So this brings me to the end of my presentation. I hope I was in time.
Yes, thank you so much, Rupal ma'am. You can stop sharing your screen.
Yeah, I have just continued to share my screen because I want to show the assignment.
Okay, okay, fine.
So should I show the assignments and then we can take the question answers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What we can do otherwise is that we'll put the assignments in the Google Classroom, because that is where the students are going to go now
Okay.
from here. And the second session, students are waiting outside. So we
Okay.
would like to finish this session
Okay.
in
Quickly.
5 minutes time.
Because I just wanted to explain them very quickly
Yes, ma'am.
about, yeah. So
Please go
I'll
ahead.
just run through it so that there is no confusion amongst the students.
Okay, okay, fine, ma'am.
Okay, I'll just run through it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the first assignment is very simple. You will this is the cover. Assume that this is a cover page of a novel, और आपको सिर्फ एक title देना है. Now that title can be very indicative, जैसे door, the secret door, or it can be more deeper. तो आपको थोड़ा सा abstract title देना है for a novel. Okay, so you have to suggest a title and assume this to be a cover page. सेकेंड, ये जो इमेज देखने के बाद आपको जो वर्ड्स आपके माइंड में जनरेट होते हैं वो आपको लिखना है, विच वी आर टर्मिंग एज कीवर्ड्स. So these words, how they are playing a role, that we will check through the assignment. Simplest words could be cricket, but then more complex. So you should write more complex words in terms of, like, for instance, I'll give you an example, enthusiasm or thrill. So I'm just giving you this clue. So we would love to have more keywords which are complex while you look at this particular image. So you can write 8, 10, 15, 20, whatever number of keywords that strike your mind. The last one is this is a setting, और ये setting के लिए आपको एक छोटी सी कॉमिक स्टोरी बनानी है. तो आई विल नॉट गो इनटू डिटेल, बट एक कॉमिक सीन आपको इस बैकग्राउंड को लेके आपको लिखना है, कॉमिक स्टोरी लिखना है. दैट्स इट. So this link I'll send to Pranjali ma'am, and thank you so much for your attention, and I hope I was able to do some justice to this presentation.
A wonderful presentation, very informative, lot of effort going on into the research, very methodical, well organized, and I don't have words to express more. What I love about graphics is that something that Rupal madam has just now told us, it is open to interpretations. And when we say it is open to interpretations, it means that हमारे जितने भी प्रायर एक्सपीरियंसेस है, हम लोग जिस भी बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं, हम लोग कुछ सेट ऑफ आइडियाज लेके आते हैं. एंड द मोमेंट यू हैव दोज आइडियाज और आप एक ग्राफिक को देखते हो, आप एक फिल्म भी देखते हो, आप कुछ भी कोई भी टेक्स्ट देखते हो, बिकॉज टेक्स्ट इज एवरीथिंग फॉर अस. सो आप कुछ भी टेक्स्ट को देखते हो, आप उसका इंटरप्रिटेशन अपने हिसाब से करते हो. एंड इन अ राइटिंग पार्ट आई वुड से कि इंटरप्रिटेशन काफी हद तक हो चुका रहता है, लेकिन इन अ ग्राफिकली इलस्ट्रेटेड काइंड ऑफ मे बी अ कार्टून, और she has shared with us R.K. Lakshman's cartoons also, and Devdutt Patnaik using those cartoons in his mythological stories. So I think that is open to interpretations, and that's the beauty of graphically presented things. सेकेंड एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट आई थिंक इज कि अगर आप मिनिमम राइटिंग रखते हो और उसको ग्राफिकली भी प्रेजेंट करते हो, तो वो शब्दों में उतना वजन होना चाहिए कि अगर इफ आई एम ओनली यूजिंग 2 words, दो शुड बी सो सेल्फ एक्सप्रेसिव एंड सो इम्पैक्टफुल कि वो रीडर्स तक जाना चाहिए. I have got really no words to express my gratitude towards Dr. Rupal Deshpande, and I hope that the students benefit out of this. Thank you so much, everyone.